Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kamla, research scholar from Eternal University, Himachal Pradesh, India. And my presentation topic is socio-economic problems faced by migrant agricultural laborers in Punjab. And the outline of my presentations are firstly the introduction of the topic, then material and method used, then result and discussion, and finally the conclusion and policy implications. So my study area is Punjab, and Punjab is one of the agriculturally most developed states of India, and initially farm mechanization by raising cropping intensity and labor intensive shifts in the crop mix led to improvement in the input use efficiency and also employment. As sufficient local labor was not available, so farmers of the state had to depend on the migratory labor for various agricultural operations, especially during peak season. And consequently, the inflow of labor, particularly from the states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Rajasthan, to to sorry Rajasthan to Punjab increased manifold. And in the beginning, the higher wages, in the beginning, the higher wages and almost assured employment were the major economic factors to attract the migration of farm labor to Punjab. But after later, the social factors like network of the co-villagers, caste fellows starting attracting the migration, and some other factors that compel them to move Punjab, where the incidence of floods, drought, and non-availability of job, poverty, indebtedness at their native place. So agricultural labor contributes a lot towards the rural economy as well as national economy, and historically this working class has been recognized the most important contributor of the development of the society and the economy. And keeping in view this research examining the socio-economic problems faced by them in the Punjab state. So for this, the primary data were collected from 144 laborers and 144 farmers, and from the three agroclimatic zones, and they are named as Zone 1, Zone 2, and Zone 3. And the farmers were grouped as small, medium, and large on the basis of the by using the square root cumulative frequency method. For analytical framework, the Likert scale was used and to quantify the satisfaction level of the both labor and cultivators. And for this, the 1 is used for strongly agree, 2 for agree, 3 for neutral, 4 for disagree, and 5 for strongly disagree. So table 1 here shows the satisfaction level of the laborers. And according to the table, majority of the migrant laborers were satisfied with respect to the availability of employment on regular basis, duration of work, and wage payment for work. And they are also and satisfied with the wage rate offered to them as compared to the other states. However, a quite high proportion of migrants labor reported non-availability of work during off-season and having less alternative source of employment. So majority expressed dissatisfaction over benefits like free shelter, medical facility, clothing, etc. Also, more than one half of participants were dissatisfied over financial help rendered to family at the time of emergency when needed. And next table is the farmer viewpoint related to the agriculture migrant labor supply. And the table 2 revealed that a majority of the farmers expressed that there has been non-availability of labor during the time of need and inadequate supply of labor, costly labor, lack of labor market from where adequate number of labor can be hired at the time of need, and moreover, labor demand for milk from milk from household, dairy, and also electricity and water on the free of cost. Next is the conclusion and policy implication. According to the majority of the majority of the migrant labor were satisfied with the work and wage rate offered to them as compared to the other states. However, quite high proportion of migrants reported non-availability of work during off-season and having less alternative source of employment. Also, majority were dissatisfied with the fringe benefit at workplace. Thus, policymakers and planners should develop some contingency plans to generate employment avenues and amenities. So, thank you, and I would like to give my sincere thanks to the organizing committee of the Advanced Research Society for Science and Sociology to giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your very good